In this video, we will look at two major futures prop firm, TOPSTEP versus Apex, and help you decide which one you probably want to go with. We will do that by number one, looking at the ease of passing the evals, and then number two, the ease of being approved to getting a payout, and then number three, the ease of actually getting paid in your bank account. In order to look at these three things, we will look at three other things, which is number one, the drawdown of both of these prop firms, and number two, the evals, the risk and reward, the rules, how easy is it to pass it, and even after you pass it and get a funded account, how easy is it to get paid out, and what are the timings of being paid out in your bank account. Let's look at the drawdown of both of these prop firms. Number one, let's look at TOPSTEP. This is one of the things that I like about TOPSTEP, and that is they have an end of day drawdown versus Apex give you a trailing drawdown. Now, I have a full video on what trailing drawdown is for Apex on my channel. If you want a full video explaining that, you can go there. Now let's look at the evals in terms of their pricing and how easy it is to pass them. For TOPSTEP, they're currently selling it for $49 for a 50K account. And in Apex, they're currently running an 80% off promo, which brings their 50K account to $33.40. But just a couple weeks ago, they have ran a full month of 90% off, costing only $16.70 for a 50K account. On top of that, they sold their 250K accounts for $16.70, and that's why I loaded them up. On top of the pricing, you also have to consider how easy it is to pass the evaluation from these prop firms. If we look at TOPSTEP, for a 50K account, they have a profit target of $3,000. They give you a maximum of 5 contracts with a drawdown of $2,000. On the other hand, on Apex, you can do double the size in contracts, 10 contracts instead of 5 contracts. The profit goal is still the same for $3,000, and they have a trailing threshold of $2,500, which is $500 more than $2,000 in TOPSTEP. But remember, TOPSTEP is end of day drawdown, which makes it easier because it is not trailing. However, depending on your trading style, having 10 contracts to trade for the eval is much easier, in my opinion, than having 5 contracts to trade, because you'll have to hold for more points, more trades in order to reach a $3,000 profit target. If you want to know one of my strategies of easily passing 50K evals, go check out a short that I have on my channel. Super easy, pass it in 2 seconds using news, and Apex allows this. At TOPSTEP, they call their funded accounts as Express Funded Accounts, and to activate them, it is $149 lifetime. Apex, on the other hand, with the promo, they're giving an $85 lifetime activation. Normally, $85 is every month you have to pay for your funded account. But because of the promo they're running all the way up to July, almost 3 months, they're giving you $85 in lifetime activation. I would really jump on that offer if I were you. Use the code in the description. In terms of trading platform, both of them offer Rhythmic or Tradeovate, two of the most commonly used platforms. If you want to use these, they both offer it, and they're a tie on this one. TOPSTEP, at the time of this video, offers 5 funded accounts. On the other hand, Apex offers a maximum of 20 funded accounts, which obviously is much better than 5. Why? Because if you make $2,000 in a funded account, times 5 is $10,000, and if you make $2,000, the same amount of money in one account, times 20 is $40,000, 4 times more than what you could make at TOPSTEP. This is also the reason why since 2020, TOPSTEP has only paid out $40 million, but Apex, on the other hand, since 2022, only 2 years ago, have paid out over $200 million to their traders. This is more than 5 times what TOPSTEP has paid. One of the reasons why this is the case is because as you look at the payout structure, TOPSTEP pays 50% under 30 days. Let me explain. If you have a funded account with TOPSTEP and you have traded that funded account for less than 30 days, you can only withdraw 50% of your profits. For example, if you made $2,000 in your account and you want to withdraw that money, then you can only withdraw $1,000 because they only pay you 50% of your profits under 30 days. Now, after 30 days, you have had that funded account with them, they will pay you 100%. Why do they do this? My philosophy is because they know people will likely blow their funded account within 30 days, and that's why they want to pay you less. I'm guessing maybe it's what they want to do, maybe not. On top of that, they will only also pay you up to $10,000 of your earnings. After that, you only get 90% of what your earnings are. On the other hand, Apex pays you 100% of up to $25,000. This is 2.5 times more than what TOPSTEP will pay. TOPSTEP requires only 5 trading days for you to get paid out. However, each of those trading days must have a minimum of $200 in P&L, versus Apex requires a minimum of 10 trading days before you can request a payout. Mind you, 2 of those trading days could be flipping, meaning you just enter a micro and then close it for 1 second. So technically, you only need to do 8 trading days and flip 2 days because they allow 20% of flipping days. Now let's look at how fast you can get paid in your bank account. On TOPSTEP side, they have 1 to 3 business days for WISE, ACH, Wire takes 3 to 5 business days, International take 5 to 10 days. But from my personal experience, from request to money hitting my bank account for Apex, it has been 7 to 14 days. If you look at the amounts of money you can potentially make from the efforts that you put in, I will say Apex is by far, bar none, the best one in the industry. Definitely trumps TOPSTEP. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell. I'll see you on the next one.